Okay, so this is our story. Donnie, the birth of.
Chapter 1.
Oh wait, no, before we read this, we need to give like a lot of context behind like everything.
Alright.
So in high school we had two friends, their names were Toby and Devon. And like them two were good mates, but like they would argue like an old married couple like all the time. So we kind of just like headcanoned that they were married. Uh so we started writing a fan fiction about it. They had their firstborn son was a Mentos tin.
No, that was the ball. The ball was older.
Oh, okay. Well, a basketball was their firstborn son, but the first one that we were introduced to in canon was Donnie, who was a Mentos tin can like this big. Yeah, well, everyone hates that fan fiction already. They're all leaving.
Oh, more have come.
Yeah.
Then they leave.
Anyway, so yeah, Kane is Toby's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Not for real, but in the law. And then I'm their adopted son.
Because we're both Italian.
Yeah. I don't know when I was adopted or how that fits in the law.
We're working it out, guys.
We're working it out.
I was like, did we accidentally include time travel?
Yeah. So basically, also, because we were stupid like 16-year-olds, Toby was assigned female at birth and transitioned. No, the other way around. Assigned male at birth and transitioned to a woman, and then Devon was the opposite.
Yeah.
But at this point in the story, neither of them have this is like the origin story. Neither of them have transitioned.
Yeah. So right now their names are Toby and Davina, and later on they become Tobina and Devon.
Yes, that's it. Okay, we've laid the groundwork. No, we haven't. Okay, so it was one of the last days of school, and we were playing blackjack because we just do that to pass the time. And instead of betting money because we were broke teenagers,
We bet random shit.
yeah, like my report card.
Yeah, I won that, by the way.
Yeah. No, we also bet a bunch of IOUs. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the IOUs.
I won an MP3 player.
Yeah. One of the IOUs I did was IOU a drawing of Rias. Hold on. Let me actually just. For those that don't know, yeah, good thing I didn't. Okay, for those that don't know, this is Rias Gremory from the anime High School DxD, and my IOU was I would draw whoever won the blackjack game a picture of Rias. And at a later point, I also commissioned a drawing of the character Konako, which is this character. So I was making the big monies commissioning anime art to my friends in high school. Okay, so now we've laid the groundwork. Hiding screen to avoid booba? Yes, exactly. We've laid the groundwork. So this is the origin story. This is where all the deep lore...
Are you actually going to show the art?
I'll show the art when we get up to it.
Okay.
In the story. Okay, here's the thing about the artwork. So I found the pictures I took of the drawings I did back then. They're really, really low res and really blurry. So it's kind of hard to make out what's going on. And I'm hoping YouTube doesn't flag me. I don't think they will though.
I think it's too low res to see the nipples.
It's too low res, and it's if you're averse to NSFW or anime in general, maybe click off. But yeah, but please don't. We want you to hear our writing because it's glorious stuff. Okay. I think that's all we need to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here we are. Donnie, the birth of. Chapter 1. The Palms. Okay. 'Twas but a drizzly Tuesday in my not so reliable fantasies. A shit-taste artist makes his kinky, not-so-legit deliveries of paper-form erotica to, to future sex master troll Davina, and also the legendary super pervert Toby. Okay, did we want to break that down? Or do we want to just read everything first?
Just read everything first.
Okay. As he makes his way to the science block of Let's Get Drugs High, the rain picks up, and thus 'twas no longer a drizzly Tuesday. He hides his erotica artistry behind his back and makes haste, for this magnificent eroticism must not fall into the devious palms of Bates. Making his way in an awkward but stealthy fashion, he arrives at his destination. He walks into the room, and silence distills him. Perverse eyes look him up and down. He warily approaches his buyer. As he should, for this buyer 'twas the manliest woman one could meet. "Davina," he greeted her, as he takes a seat adjacent to the said buyer. "I have the item of request. Do you have the payment?" He reached behind himself and grasps the erotica in question. Davina reaches into her cleavage, and after rummaging around in there for a good 20 seconds, she reveals the pinnacle of her funds, a single shiny golden dollary-do.
"Here's the cash. Now make with the stash,"
she commands with her meaty sausage-fingered right hand held out. Satisfied with obtaining the wealth, he gladly hands over the erotica to Davina, who briskly embraces it in her arms. Parting with the satisfied customer, the artiste starts off on his true journey to the next business transaction. Okay, so I'll show you guys the drawing I drew for Devon. This is of Konako. It's really, really blurry and low res, and not very good. The body's not bad, but the face I kind of fucked up because the perspective was really bad. But this was like when I first started drawing anime stuff. So, that's Konako. You guys following so far? Okay. Departing from the science block classroom, he sneakily voyaged toward the bus stop. What the fuck? What? Oh my god.
The bus stop.
Upon arrival, he scoured his surroundings in search of Toby. Having located the familiar figure, he approaches him, but immobilizes himself in his tracks. For before him was not Toby, but a fabulously deranged character possessing devious palms. That's not possible. No one's ever been able to summon him. The character clad in black arises from his seated position, only to be revealed as the unstoppable Bates. Oh no!
Bates! Ejaculate!
The forbidden one bellowed in a thunderous vocal outburst.
Wait a second, I can do that better. Bates! Ejaculate!
Jesus Christ. Stricken with fear, the artiste made no moves to get the fuck out of there. Seeing the look of absolute horror, Bates cackled a sneer of utter superiority.
Surprised to see me, Dunbar.
He cackles. Oh, fuck. The artiste, with his composure regained, replies in a forcibly confronting manner. "What are you doing here, Bates?"
Isn't it obvious?
Bates starts.
I'm here for the masterpiece.
"What you talking about, Pegasus?" The artist replies, questioning the sanity of his opponent. Here.
Surely you figured it out by now.
Bates quips in a mockingly manner. "Figured it out what by now, Bates?" the artiste snapped.
Get the recording.
Okay, so we have a recording. So to go along with this line here.
Why don't you give Toby a kill?
So that was recorded over a phone call on, I think, my computer.
Yeah. Back in 2017.
Back in 2017. So that's low quality as shit. Why don't you give Toby a curl? Bates remarked with flair. Warily, the artiste pulled out his cellular device and punched in the numerical sequence which subsequently contacted Toby's respective cellular device. That's a sentence. As the artiste awaited Toby's response, he gazed in horror at Bates as he heard, insert ringtone here. Oh yeah, because we were meant to ask what Toby's ringtone was, emanating from his pocket. Bates, with a villainous grin smeared across his face, reaches into the dank depths of his pocket to bring forth Toby's cellular device. The artiste is taken aback as he comes to a sudden hollow realization. Bates taps the screen and mockingly answers with,
Hey, boss.
The artist, mortified, hangs up his phone and demands an explanation.
Gah! 'Twas all but a ruse, and I rused you good.
Whatever do you mean? The artiste responded in bamboozled misguidance. Bates pocketed the cellular device and went on to explain his deviously formulated scheme.
I've been incubating this plan for an expensively extensive few months. And it's finally time to hatch it.
Bates psychotically ranted.
I was there at the blackjack tournament where Toby scored that nice piece of yes. And I was present when you sealed the deal with Davina for that Kawaii Koneko. I've been there every individual insignificant step of the way. Gah-hey.
The artist recoiled in shock, then replied, So why didn't you pursue the Koneko? Bates cackled.
Gah-yeah. That's simple.
That's simples.
That's simples. 2 words. Flat chest.
And that's where we stopped for the longest time, for like 2 years. And then we came back to it at some other later date. Hornswoggled, the artist dimly retorts, Is the breast all that matters to you?
Of course. Size is all that matters in my eyes.
Bates taunted. In a fit of disgust, the artist charges Bates. As the gap between them narrows, Bates prepares his next move. Mere inches from collision, Bates dexterously maneuvers himself to the west. The artist's attempt to grapple Bates was thwarted. In his hunt for Bates, he discovered him skedaddling away, exclaiming,
"'Tis not the last you'll see of Bates."
The artist regains his composure, irked with Bates's contentious impedance. Impedance.
Yeah.
With that swift intervention fading into the past, the artist comes to the sudden enlightenment that he must deduce Toby's presently existing coordinates. He makes haste. Chapter 2. We didn't have a name.
Yeah. Well, I think we decided we were going to wait until we finished each chapter before coming up with a name.
So this is it. This is where we stop. The journey endured many months, fraught with menace and vulnerability, trials and tribulations of the mind and digestive system. Many errors passed, countless time. The artist was tempted to view the Rias for inspiration. However, he disdained to doing so in fear of exposing the masterpiece to the punitive elements. As he is about to submit to the alluring magnificence of the masterpiece calling out to him, the artist comes to the horrifying realization that Toby possibly isn't in the forest he found 30 k's out of town. He then decided to turn around and walk all the way back. After a journey that endured many months, fraught with menace and drop bear attacks, he arrived back to civilization. His first thought was to assess the bus stop and start his voyage in pursuit of Toby. And that's all we wrote. I'll show you the artwork I did of Rias.
The fine piece of Rias.
Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, again, very blurry. YouTube, don't kill me. But yeah, that's the picture that I drew for Toby in the blackjack game that he won. And
just went from 6 to 8 when you showed the booba.
and to 6 again.
Yeah,
okay, well that's our fan fiction. Oh boy.
They hated it.
I think they did.
I think you lost likes.
I might have. You said I kill you for that one. I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's too blurry for the algorithm to pick up. Anyway, yeah, that's our literary canon.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I genuinely enjoyed the story. That's great to hear.
Speaks volume about your character, my friend.
I'm actually surprised how well written parts of that were. Because
that second chapter is written way more cohesively.
Yeah, it was corny. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. I wanted to we were gonna break it down. The fact you gave the pre-cause made it good. Do you mean the context beforehand? I said I enjoyed it, not that it was good. Yeah.
Fuck. To be fair, we did make an effort to not use the same descriptor word twice.
Yeah, we tried our hardest to like make every sentence interesting and stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Trying to make it memey.
So there were so many weird references that we put in this at like every corner. So we figured this out last night. 'Twas but a drizzly Tuesday. So the drizzly Tuesday thing came from a fucking episode of Big Bang Theory that Kane thought of.
Yeah. When he says he hasn't forgotten, when Penny asks him to forget that she didn't graduate community college, and he's like, I've never forgotten anything since the day my mom stopped breastfeeding me. It was a drizzly Tuesday.
Yeah. I put the 'twas but a drizzly because I love doing stupid sentences like that. Like the 'twas.
In my not so reliable fantasies.
Yeah. So in case you guys were wondering, the artiste, that was me. And Bates is him, because that's his last name.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I've been doxxed.
Future Sex Master Troll Davina. Was there a joke behind that? Sex Master?
I think that's just what Devin wanted to be called.
Okay. And then the legendary Super Pervert Toby was a Dragon Ball reference.
Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah, the legendary Super Saiyan. As he makes his way to the science block of Let's Get Drugs High. So we wanted to like make a drug reference in it because like, you know, it's someone so high. So I put Let's Get Drugs High because Let's Get Drugs is a Zeke song and I thought that'd be funny. So the devious, where did we get devious palms?
We did make haze twice.
Yeah. Not the best.
I'm disappointed.
Where did devious palms come from? I think it was just... What's with the palms? I don't remember the backstory behind that.
My palms were really smooth. Feel them. They're smooth.
Okay.
They're schmoovin'.
And they're devious.
And they're devious. I think that was Zach.
Maybe?
Or Devon. It was one of the two. Mayhaps both in conjunction.
Okay, shiny golden dollary-doo. So dollary-doo Simpsons.
Here's the cash, make with the stash. That was just...
I'm just trying to find like the references because I noticed like Yu-Gi-Oh references and stuff. There's a lot of them actually.
Yeah.
That's not possible. No one's ever been able to summon him. Obviously, like Yu-Gi-Oh with Exodia, and then Bates ejaculate is the Exodia obliterate. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, the forbidden one, Exodia, the forbidden one. Stricken with fear, the artist makes no moves to get the fuck out of there. So we were also drawing references from like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Anime on Crack videos.
Yeah.
The get the fuck out of there was from a Crack video. Surprised to see me Dunbar. So he says that because my name's Zeke, and in Infamous there's Zeke Dunbar. So he used to call me Dunbar.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from. I'm gonna get as baked as possible for you guys today. Based.
It's nice.
What are you doing here, Bates? So what are you doing? Like the way it's written is supposed to be like Sassy from the Big Les show. It's like, what are you doing, Beat? But what are you doing? Like, what are you doing here, Bates? And then what you talk about, Pegasus, just from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Pegasus being the villain of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Season
1.
The best season.
Yeah, the insert ringtone here. We were going to ask Toby what his ringtone was so we could like put it there. I guess we just never did.
Yeah. Man, I want to embed that recording in like that line.
Yeah, me too. Hey Bowles, that's Filthy Frank. Oh yeah. It's, he comes to a sudden hollow realization. Hollow realization being a sort of online game.
Yeah.
'Twas but a ruse, I rused you all. Butter being wordplay, but all a ruse, I rused you all. That was a reference to...
I rused you good. Wasn't that a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged reference?
No, that was...
Twas but a ruse.
No, that was Hypocrite.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was the top 10 hippos.
Yeah.
And like the list is full of just like top 10 hippos in video games. The whole list except for the first one is like stupid stuff, and then the first one's Murray because like obviously it's Murray. You know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 best. I mean, it's pretty good, yeah. I love this one. I've been incubating this plot for an exponentially expensively extensive few months. It's so good. A nice piece of re-ass. I love that wordplay. I think that might be it. And then we get the fight scene, like the
Where I'm just literally like, "Nah."
he
Bye.
he skedaddles away, yeah. Yeah, this is the most random thing. Many errors passed countless times, and then he's like, he came to the horrifying realization that Toby possibly isn't in the forest he found 30 k's out of town. How long has he been looking in that forest? Toby's probably forgotten all about the artwork. Yeah, I've totally got to write that in.
Yeah.
That he's just forgotten. It's just been so long. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And the second chapter flows so much better because we didn't go as hard on the meme.
Yeah. I really want to get back to writing this. What do you guys think? Should we write this? Will you crowdfund us? Turn it into an anime?
For all 6 of you in the first...
Yeah, all 6 of you.
7 of you.
Yeah.
Just, they all leave.
A lot of people did.
I know.
It's disappointing.
I feel really bad because I feel like I made your mic pee.
Yeah, you fucking did. Add crew and I'll consider. Based. And you know what? This is all the prelude. We didn't even get to the fucking title character, which is Donnie.
But it's the birth of Donnie, so Donnie's got to be at like towards the end. Because you know, like it's setting up the legendary Donnie. Like Donnie's invincible.
Yeah, Donnie's invincible because like, when Donnie was in like Devon's bag, it got beat the fuck up, but it was still fine.
Yeah. He was like, "Don't worry about it. He's fine."
Yeah.
And Toby was like, "You killed us, son." More Yu-Gi-Oh references. Is that what you think, JJ?
Yeah, well, it's inevitable.
It is inevitable.
Rip the dream later, guys. I'm sorry, my jacket idea was inferior. I mean, most things are.
Yeah. Like, how do you top this fucking great meme? Also, I can't... Oh my god, Jay saw that.
So what?
Oh no, he saw the fanfiction. I got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, if size is all that matters, then crew would be perfect for baits. Oh my god, yes! Oh, Pog.
In all seriousness, size isn't all that matters. It was just the meme.
It's just the meme.
It was just that, like, I prefer Rias because of Booba. I do like Koneko's character, though. Koneko's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the story wouldn't be as funny if you haven't watched High School DxD.
You should appease me by drawing an Arcano.
Yeah.
Because we all know that Arcano is Kane. It's Bates' his favorite girl.
Yeah, I never drew Arcanine. I drew, like, everyone else. Yeah, I drew...
It was the ponytail. You were too scared of fucking up the ponytail.
I drew Rias, Koneko, Zenobia, Arzia. Yeah. I even drew Kibo and Issei. I never drew Arcano. I can't believe that.
You're a fuckwit, man.
That's not even, like, on purpose.
What about Arcano? See, Jay knows what's up. He knows that a good Dommy Mommy is good for the
Itty bitty
autonomy.
committee is where it's at. God damn it.
The itty bitty committee. Well, you sad you're not part of the Double D team.
I could try and top this out of stupid conversation that led to Zeus X Winnie the Pooh fanfic after talking about Pooh going into the public domain. That's so funny.
Oh, bro.
Did you hear about the Winnie the Pooh horror movie that's coming out?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
We need to put in a character that's like Uncle Ziggy
Yeah.
or Azazel.
Yeah. Oh, you just got back, Celian? Oh, we just finished reading it and going through it. Yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone. Because this story...
Don't worry, we're gonna go back over the entire story and figure out how we exactly want to voice act the lines too. So we,
yeah, we're gonna make an audio book.
Yeah. Also, any animators out there, yeah, we're definitely interested in commissioning some animation.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
We've even got reference pictures for Devon.
Yeah, we do.
And, like, maybe give him some twin tails.
Yep.
Like, woo!
All right, we should go now. All right, thanks for dropping by, everyone.